country has done. And I'm particularly proud to be part of all of that, and we are now getting recognition for it. Britain is being known for being a country for culture and for arts and creativity, and in this appalling world that we're living in now of violence and war and hate and famine and AIDS and HIV and all these terrible things, at least as a country we're showing that we have culture and that we're proud of our arts. And I say that culture and arts is the soul of a country. So I'm really proud to be part of that soul of this country, and I really, really believe in that. So, yeah. Any other question?
Is there anything you would into art?
I'm a little bit embarrassed about the tampons that are over in the corner. I must admit, when we unpacked them, I thought, oh no. But I mean, I made that work, I think, 12 years ago. Yeah, there's lots of things I wouldn't put in my work. And there's a lot of things that I did when I was younger that I certainly wouldn't do now. Not because of the confidence factor, but because I know the repercussions of what can happen from those results. And I never use people's names in my work anymore, either. So I'm much more, I'm still very open, but I keep a little bit to myself.
What's the connection with Louis Vuitton? Is it nice to work with a handbag company?
Louis Vuitton is not a handbag company, you're wrong. Louis Vuitton has been supporting the arts now for a very long time. And they have a gallery in Paris. They're now building a foundation, a very beautiful foundation for contemporary art in Paris. They support many artist projects and many artist exhibitions. So they're not a handbag company. And they are at the top end of retail, of making very beautiful, exquisite objects. That's what they're interested in. And if you go to their shop in New Bond Street, they have the library there, they have the gallery there, and if you go at the moment, you'll see my work. So, and they also work with lots of artist initiatives and projects. So I think just to say that they're a handbag company is a little bit condescending, especially when they put a substantial amount of money into this exhibition to support me, as well as a lot of other private investors did too. So I'm really grateful for that.
Can you say a little bit more about how you were able to photograph behind?
That's my dad. That's me. That's my twin brother. That's my grandmother. That's my grandmother's friend. That's my very glamorous mother. It was taken in about 1967 in a place called Kızılcahamam in Turkey, because when we were little we spent, I'm half Turkish, Cypriot, and we spent a lot of time in Turkey. And this was the village wrestling tournament. And I particularly like this photo a lot. But I didn't, and the actual raw photo is only this big. So for me to have it blown up to this size and it works, I'm really thrilled with it. I love it. And my dad died a year ago today. So it's very nice to be standing here with my family and him as well.
Can you remember what you saw when the picture was taken all these years ago?
What I thought when it was taken?
What do you feel?
I don't remember the actual photo being taken, but I remember the wrestling matches and all the wrestlers being covered in grease and sliding all over each other. And I remember thinking it was quite exciting to watch.
Can you tell us anything about the ideas behind the video that's just been shown to Love is a Strange Thing?
I had a dream. So there's a small film there. It's called Love is a Strange Thing. I had a dream that I was walking over a Japanese bridge, and on the bridge there was a German Shepherd dog. And as I walked past the dog, he kind of smiles at me. And he goes, "All right, Trace." "Trace, do you fancy a fuck?" "What?" "You're a dog. I can't sleep with you." And he looks all sad and forlorn. And as I walk off, he says, "Trace, you of all people, I wouldn't have thought you'd be prejudiced." And it was a real dream. I can remember I woke up and I was so shocked. Anyway, I thought this visually, you can see it all. So I found like a dog acting school, and I found a perfect German Shepherd that smiled. I thought, yeah, that's my dog from the dream. And on the day that he was supposed to come do the shooting, he'd have an operation and his fur hadn't grown back properly, and he was too shy to go on camera, if you can believe this. So they said, "Look," and I said, "Well, I've got to do the filming today, it's all set up, And they said, "Well, we've got another dog, it's all mastiff, we'll bring him along." So the film, it doesn't look exactly how I imagined it, and it doesn't look like the dream, but of course the dog in the film is very, very funny and plays his part well, I think. But of course, it's a metaphor. You know, the dream was telling me something, you know, so that's what it's about, but it's still very funny.